Good morning, guys. It's Saturday morning, and that's literally the best day of the week because I sleep in as late as possible. I wake up, I eat Kodiak cakes and waffle. If you haven't had those, you should try them, especially if you like whole grains. Then I do my training ride. So today's training ride, I'm gonna stay indoors for and do my trainer road 2-hour sweet spot base session. It's going to be a tough one today because I still have quite a bit of fatigue in my quads. I got the power dot on my legs doing a warm-up program. Hopefully that'll help them feel a little bit better for today's training ride. While I'm sitting here doing my power dot session, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the cycling news that's going on. First off, one of the big things, Zwift updated their companion apps. So if you're a big Zwifter, they've made it a little bit easier for you to organize group rides with your friends. Check that out if you're interested. They've also got it in the companion app where you can see the full training plans in there. So if you're into Zwifting, make sure you update your app. The other big news is that USA Cycling has finally announced where Marathon Mountain Bike Nationals is going to be. The date is April 27th, and it's going to be in Amarillo, Texas. This is kind of a big deal because if you watched a couple videos ago, I told you what my training plan was going to be for 2019. And I told you I wanted to do the Cohutta 100, which is also April 27th. Now, I knew that Marathon Nationals and Cohutta were pretty close to the same date, so I had a feeling that this could be a conflict. Well, it turns out they're the exact same date. Not a big deal. I will choose Nationals over Cohutta. I didn't know if I would actually be able to do them both anyway, so I'm not really too bummed out about the date. But there are a ton of people on the internet who are bummed out about the date of Marathon Mountain Bike Nationals. Basically, what USA Cycling has done is they've picked the same date as the Whiskey Off-Road race. The problem with that is that the Whiskey Off-Road, it brings in a ton of professional mountain bike riders. So now USA Cycling is asking them to pick between the two big events. And the Whiskey Off-Road race is actually part of a bigger series that some of those pros, especially some of the pros who are interested in marathon, some of those pros do. It's also insane that they waited. This race is literally in 4.5 months. It's like the first national race of the year, and it has been the last one announced. It looks like April is just gonna be Texas for me for the next 2 years. So I'm pumped. That has given me a new level of motivation because now it's like, okay, this is a big target, a big thing to focus on. So when I go into training today, I'm really hoping that motivates my poor little sore quads to do a little bit better today. I can already tell that this is going to be a pretty tough workout today. Just with the soreness of my quads, I have to do Talic +3 today, which is going to be 5 15-minute sweet spot efforts. The good thing is that they change by a couple of watts every couple minutes. I find that those workouts are usually a little bit easier for me because I can focus on just the short part that I'm doing instead of the long total 15-minute effort. I know this is going to be rough. But I've got to think in my mind that with Mountain Bike Marathon Nationals coming up, you know, I'm doing this awesome training already. It's December. I've got to think the people that I'm going to be competing against, no way they are doing these hard intervals today. And that will keep me turning the pedals over and over, even when it is incredibly hard. Just finished up the warm-up and legs don't feel too bad, so I'm currently optimistic about this. Just finished the third interval. Legs don't feel as bad as I expected them to though. So hanging in pretty good. These last two will probably be brutal though, but bring it on. Try this, try that, try everything. Coming right back. Won't you wait for me? I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. Try this job, try this job, try this job, try this job. just finished up with the ride. It was getting pretty brutal towards the end, but you know, with my quads being as sore as they are from the strength workout, the sweet spot intervals, they were actually manageable. That really has me hopeful for building in this strength routine along with my sweet spot training. So I'm really pumped to start to put this to work next week and see if I can keep it up. Recovery is obviously gonna be a big part of that. Today's workout had 140 TSS and I burned over 1,000 calories. But before I go and start to refuel to begin the recovery process, I'm gonna do about 5 minutes of core work. I've really been lacking on doing core. I just wanna start doing 5 minutes every day of the week just to, you know, start to build from there and make it a routine. Just 5 minutes, anybody can do 5 minutes a day. Sunday is also a pretty good training day for me. Not as hard as Saturday, but still a 2-hour ride. So it's pretty critical to make sure to do everything possible to be ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna use the Power Dot again twice today. I'm using it multiple times a day right now, and I'm actually enjoying it. We having a good morning? Coming in for your afternoon nap? Yeah, it's time to nap. I hope you guys enjoyed the little news segment I did for today's video. I hope to do that a little bit more. If you did like that, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It really does help the channel out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.